New Zealand has a secret weapon. I know this isn't a fucking Bob sample, but you know, it's a Wessex helicopter. And it is massive.
G'day, I'm Ash. Earlier this year I visited the Australian National Aviation Museum with Sir Cal and Pom. The museum was located just out of Melbourne, which was easy to get to. So in the car we hopped, and the intent was to find information about the CA-15 Kangaroo. Also, I didn't really film a lot, so it's going to be a bit random. So anyway, see you outside the entrance of the museum.
So what do they call this? A Pharaoh Gannet. I know what it looks like, but fuck me dead, it's massive. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
No engine in there. You want to make?
Yeah, I don't want to stand near that just in case it does. Just look underneath the look up here. You fucking idiot.
And laugh if it turns on.
Yeah, no more calculus.
What range of meter is the Mark 8 or something? Mark 4? Getting the glass for the meteor done too. That's how I would like. Yeah, this is completely different to War Thunder.
I mean, the thing's freaking massive. They pull up. Yeah.
Sounds a bit rusty.
It's not disconnected. I can hear it moving.
Yeah, I know. I can feel it moving.
Don't touch it. Yep. I'm a big lad. I'm holding this pretty much next to my mouth. We've got our flight stick here. Pedals are working. Whoops. Down there is a compass. We've got the fuel. Got the side slip, which is basically your left and right pedal. Got your wartime emergency boost things. Got your RPM. You've got your actual speed. Your artificial horizon. This thing. Now, important. Coolant temperature. The Firefly had a major overheating issue, like any British aircraft, especially when given to the Australians. We've also got an oil temperature and oil indicator. There's a press to speak button just here. It's quite interesting. Yeah, for the guy who sits in the back there. Observer, come in please. Nigel. All right.
A variety of other aircraft there too. So you see Wirraway, a Mirage, and well, the object that I'm standing right next to. This is the Sea Venom.
And here we see the updated graphics for War Thunder. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Mr. fucking jiggly hands.
Jiggly hands. At least it's in 60 FPS jiggly hands.
Jazz.
Jazz hands.
Oh, what did I do with the oh, what was it? The first. If I ever see you in War Thunder, you're dead. I don't care if you're on my team.
Do not touch. Which one? That's alright. You get scared easily. See, I know what to push. I just go straight for the master caution because I've been trained to do that.
I didn't.
So when he presses the stall warning, first thing that I do is yank the stick back like that, master caution, and then watch. Which one am I watching? This one here.
Artificial horizon.
Yes. Because that dial there is very important. I spy with my little eye something beginning with C.
Clouds.
It is true though. Oh no, all the passengers have gone away. Wait, there is no passengers because this is a cockpit sim. Alright, you know.
All the things.
Poke all the things.
Keys of Beaufighter.
Okay, well, see you in a second.
One thing the camera doesn't capture is the fact that the aircraft is so big. It is just absolutely massive, and while my head is basically bumping up against the underside of the fuselage and the aircraft, it is by no means a small airplane. In fact, it's got massive engines, and just have a look at the landing gear here. It's got two massive tyres that support the weight of the aircraft, and keep in mind this is a heavy fighter, or light ground attacker, or whatever you want to call it.
That's alright, I can try.
I'm a big lad, and fitting inside a small tiny hatch like that proved extremely difficult. But anyway, we're going to do a once-over of the aircraft here. Certainly an impressive airplane indeed. It's got a V-tail configuration, which is quite hard to fly apparently. And POM is going to go up first.
This is just an access hatch.
The access hatch for the observer, to be exact. And it was a pain in the ass to get up. And here's the view, although I didn't get a clear look at the observer position, but regardless. And I pop back out, and Sir Cal is having a blast, sitting in the pilot seat.
So here is the back pilot seat of the Beaufighter. I'm too fat to get over there, so, you know, it's going to be footage from calculus. I mean, I know no small lad, so, yeah. And I honestly can't be bothered climbing over this thing to try and get my weight over the top of that, and over the top of a seat, into a seat, just to get a couple of pictures, so, yeah.
In general, it was really interesting to see the space that you had available to you. Granted, people were smaller back then, but it's really interesting to see the kind of technology that they were working with. And having never been inside a Beaufighter until now, it was a really good experience. And definitely had a lot of fun. Now, outside the exhibit, there was the Canberra Bomber and a Catalina that they were going to be restoring. Aside from that, well, there's a few other civilian aircraft airliners and various bits and pieces like that. Engines, and there's a souvenir shop and various bits and pieces. But that's pretty much it for the trip. Although, we did get to see the archives, which was just across the street, with some various interesting pictures of some diagrams and various other bits and pieces, but we didn't end up by finding what we needed. Anyway, I hope that gives you a good idea of what the museum has to offer. I'm sure if you came and visited the museum yourself, the Australian National Aviation Museum in Moorabin, Melbourne, you would find that there is a lot more on offer. And I highly recommend you do come out, because there are some amazing exhibits and some interesting vehicles to have a look at. Thank you very much to the Australian National Aviation Museum, and to POM and to Sir Cal for joining me in exploring some of the vehicles here at the collection. And, well, I need to get myself some better video equipment. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments down below, and until next time, see you later.